Alright, I'm gonna try minus 20 for you and minus 4 for me in terms of decibels. See if that works. And if it does, I'll probably forget that that worked. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we start with like a, hang on. Is it actually, is it streaming? It's a good question. What is up? What's up? It is. Yeah, I've never really understood why that's how the seasons work. Because, so like, we have an elliptical orbit, right? Obviously. And then, so, like, the sun is closer some parts of the year than it is in other parts, and like, that makes sense. And I guess on a cosmic scale, that would make changes and stuff. Right, and like, yeah, like, I understand, like, the basics, but like, from like a, when did we go down to 0 viewers? You must. Anyways, but like if it's an elliptical, if it's an oval orbit, then why don't the seasons go from hot to cold and then hot to cold again? They just go like warm, hot, cool, cold. It's kind of weird, right? I guess probably not. You can hear it? I don't think I know what you're talking about, but that makes sense though the because you probably wouldn't have learned this yet, but like when it's hotter, the air is less dense, right? And when it's right, it's colder, it's more dense. But so then, obviously that's advanced level knowledge right there, you know. Um, yeah. No, that's obviously not intuitive at all. Um, oh wait, no. That's my bad. I didn't realize that you definitely would have learned that. Because of the like balloon project. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because the when it's more dense, it gets like the sound bounces off more stuff, and so it changes the sound. Forgot that I can't use Discord. That's fine. How many hairs? Like one? It's one, right? One. Do you look like Caillou? Caillou's like completely bald, isn't he? Actually, I'm messing up our search history. No, it looks like he's yeah. But why would you even? Yo, Caillou get canceled in 21? That's insane. Let's go. They canceled Caillou as a show. True. Come on, you know I meant to say brain. Okay, so in terms of brain anatomy, I know you got the the grain, and then you cook it probably. I'm not actually entirely sure what bran is. What even is? Right. Yeah. 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 No, it's basically just bran, also known as Miller's bran, is the hard layers of cereal grain surrounding the endosperm. It consists of the combined alurone and pericarp. Corn bran also includes the pedicel. Thanks, Wikipedia. That's a lot of words. It's not. I think they make the bran flakes out of bran. Right. You get the bran flakes. Right. Did I? Well, I know we could talk about what I actually meant to say, which is brain anatomy. If you want to talk about, like, brains and what you know about brains and stuff. And you did promise that. Do you know anything about brains? Okay. Occipital. That's definitely not occipital. Occipital lobe? Yeah. I'm just gonna look up brain anatomy and see how much you get. Right, which does. Okay. I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what it does. It's like controls like your common sense and also dreams, allegedly. Not that we know anything about dreams. Well, yeah, but scientifically we don't. Like, they don't. Yeah, the science. I mean, yeah, but like, not really though. Yeah. How have you never seen that? Did they not tell you to use that in English? Right. Yeah, it's just weird because normally, because like it makes you think about how all the rest of your brain works. Because like normally, in order to see stuff, you gotta get input from your eyes, you know. But clearly, the actual seeing part is obviously just your brain, because it can synthesize its own images, and then just be like, hey, you're seeing this now, by the way. It's also, um, why would okay, I gotta. It's also weird to think because like, how do they actually get like how do they get stuff right? Like I know I don't know. Like if I had a dream with like people in it, and if it was up to me, they would not have hands that looked right. You know? And like, do you think they have to do it frame by frame, or do they like? No, but like, how do you think the brain makes the images? How do you think? What's your theory on that? What's your opinion on that? Like, how does it? Yeah, okay, I don't get that. So you mean to tell me you can like you can like think of a thing and actually like see that thing? Like you can actually like envision what it looks like? I can't I don't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, I've got Fantasia. I sure do. Love that movie. I've never seen Fantasia. Is that even what it's called? Fantasia. Yeah, it's a movie. It's a lot of movies. Fantasia 2000, 1999 film. They freaking lied, man. APH Antasia. Wouldn't that mean that you can't dream either, though? So do people with that not dream then? Is this actually how slow you type? Did huh? Did you actually type that slow? Like actually? No, but like were you saying the words as you were typing them? That's disgustingly slow. Um. Anyways, oh, did you get a faster typing speed while you were gone? Fine. Be like that. Okay. Okay. Alright. Brain anatomy. Uh, I have actually. Why don't you explain it to the to all of our illustrious viewers? Right. What's right? What's the limbic the lim Yeah, what's the limbic lobe? The limbic lobe. What is the function of the limbic lobe? It's the system of the brain involved in our behavioral and emotional responses, especially when it comes to behaviors we need for survival, feeding, reproduction, and caring for our young, and fight or flight responses. Okay, so that's the lizard part of the brain. Yeah. That's the part that lizards have. And that's like all their brain does is just survive. You know? Yeah, sure, the lizard part of the brain. Ooh, a full detailed diagram of the limbic system. I don't need that, actually. What about nerves, huh? Have you ever thought about the fact that you're basically a machine? Like we're pretty much the most advanced computers that will ever be made. But when you put it like that, it sounds weird. But like, yeah, but it sounds more philosophical if you say that we're the most intelligent computers to ever exist. Until neural network AIs just get good because they are literally using the same system as we are. Right, like more smart than we are. I mean, consciousness. Yeah. That is a very good question. You mean like your soul and stuff? Well, right. Well, if we create, and I know like scientists have already been doing this, like creating technology based on real stuff. But like if we just do that, but for like robots and stuff, We give them like eyes, like how our eyes function, and like stuff like that. It would simulate consciousness for them, but I think in terms of them getting, like, you can have like a robot brain that's operating at this, quantum mega computer level, which would be above super, by the way, if you didn't know, if you couldn't figure that out. Um, Super duper computer, super duper computer. Right, but like, yeah, you can have this like, hyper intelligent thing running every calculation and like seeing and hearing and tasting. I don't know, but like, it wouldn't be alive though. We can't get that far, I think. So if it okay, right, it can grow. It has to grow, change, whatever it wants to do. Right, nanobots, nanobots, nanobots. Just nanobots. That's literally what they are. I don't think they actually exist yet, but like nanobot definition. A well, I had to look for what I wanted. I had to think of it. A hypothetical, very small, self-propelled machine, especially one that has some degree of autonomy and can reproduce. Wait, hang on. That sounds like that is alive. I mean, but yeah, so it looks like, based on some of these diagrams, they're like almost the size of cells. Like, they'd be like visible. Well, some of them. This one's cutting up DNA like a protein. Like, this one's just on someone's finger. Um, Wait. Okay, so it be made of cells. Doesn't it have to respond to outside stimuli? No, not really. Yeah, yeah, they do that, don't they? What were you about to say? Okay. Yeah. Um. Right. But like, okay, so consciousness. I'm gonna check what that actually means. But like, sentience is a lot. Okay, the state of being awake and aware of one's surroundings. I mean, they can do that. The awareness or perception of something by a person. Yeah, they pretty good at that actually. But then this third one, the fact of awareness by the mind of itself and the world. Like, I mean, technically, yes, but I'm not sure if we can really count that. Because, like, sentience, yeah, so, like, sentience is basically just being able to do smart things and, like, knowing why you're doing them, I guess. And so technically, computers can't ever really do that, I guess, without some pretty high-end random number generators. But because they just do what we tell them to, really, and they would never think about why because they can't. But Right. Yeah, we are. What was it? Like a Turing machine? Turing machine definition. Yeah, a mathematical model of a hypothetical computing machine which can use a predefined set of rules to determine a result from a set of input variables. So yeah, and it like reads off of this like huge, reel of like binary tape or whatever. And so we're basically that. Right. Well, I mean, everything about us is basically computer thing but organic. So by the time they're smart, by the time they surpass us. Right. Well, but the thing is, they have real brains though. And there are so many factors in that. I don't think we can pin down any one variable in having consciousness. And the closest we can get is that we have real brains and like dogs have real brains, but computers don't. Do they have perspective? Um, that's a good one because they can. That's a good one. You kidder. They can like they could take in and process stimuli, but then I feel like that still just counts as like there has to be some word for having this level of autonomy, right? I guess like computerized autonomy because they do these incredible things, but within the limits that we tell them to do them in. And so it really makes you think. And now the real question is back on the topic of dreams, which I think we talked about it at one point. Do would they ever be capable of dreaming? Do you think? So first of all, we're assuming that they've gotten to a point where they need sleep for whatever reason. But do you think? But do you think they would dream? Yeah, I guess charging. Yeah. But do you think they would dream? Right. But like, so if they had like real enough brains to be able to think and stuff, would they? Wouldn't they need to? Well, no. I think I'm confusing myself here. You gotta do a little more. You gotta do a little more talking, man. Everyone tried to teach me math today, dude. It was crazy. Freaking like drag equations, balancing uh, com, chemical reactions, and and then like math class. It's a bad omen. Apocalypse happening. What kind of apocalypse do you think would happen? Out of all the things that could wipe us out, what do you think it would be? If it happens. A giant meteor could happen. Happen to the dinosaurs. I'll let you talk now. Right. Yeah. Right. I try not to think about that. Like what would I want to happen? Okay, right. So like what would I want to happen? Anything. Anything could wipe out the people. What do I want to wipe out the people? I would have to say some sort of like, so it's gonna be like basic, you know, basic white boy stuff, but like alien invasion. I just think it'd be really cool, honestly. It's a very good question. How are they doing it? I actually saw. I watched a Kurtzgesagt video on how they would do that. Because if they tried to send like a giga nuke to Earth, we have the technology at this point. We'd just be like, oh crap, that's a giga nuke. What do we do about that? But we'd have like 100 years to prepare for a giga nuke, you know. So they would need to make like light speed technology, and so it'd be really epic. However, they decided to do it because yeah, it would be like a bright flash, and then just like everything gets incinerated. From giant space laser, obviously. So you want this to be like if it was happening right now, I'd be like, "Yo, chat, this is so cool, chat. This is them." Oh, I that's not where I thought you were going with that. Um, okay. So like, okay, so hear me out. Okay, so aliens land on the clearly obvious winner for the best country, that being the land of the free, baby. Uh, Home of the brave. Love to see it. It's America, by the way. Yeah, so like they obviously alien movies have taught me anything. They obviously land in America because that's the whole world, except for like India sometimes. Um, and like sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, India just got killed." Alaska is America, actually. Land of the cheap, home of the willing to do stuff. um, Home of the means to an end. You know, because like, okay, right. So like, yeah, so like they land in America, and then they're like, "Hey, you, Mr. President," because like they see, because like they're smart. They don't have to be like, "Take me to your leader." Like they know that like the dude in the big fancy house is gonna be the leader, you know. And the White House is the fanciest house in America, I assume. I hope. Don't fact check that. Um, and so then they go there. They're like, "Hey, who's the big guy here?" And then they get pointed to the big guy who's Mr. President. And then they just like hold him hostage or something, I guess. And they like completely just destroy the United States, but like politically. We just can't get enough. Can't get enough of those presidents of the U.S. of A. Right. No. But like JFK, loved that guy. It was such a shame what happened to him. That being Lee Harvey Oswald. Don't contradict me on the air. So yeah, I really hope the stream heard that. Otherwise, that'd be a really long, awkward silence for no reason. Okay. Well, I'm assuming they did then. Uh, right. Okay. So what would you want to happen? And you can't say alien stick up because I already did alien stick up. What would you want to happen? Yeah, when you asked me the question. All sad. We were getting sad. Be real. Yeah, we were being sad. You were being sad, actually. I was being very chipper. Right. That is what we're assuming. Except for maybe like 10 survivors who then get 6 seasons in a movie about them. I don't know. The 10th guy? 10 survivors and a filmmaker. Yeah. We've been on about this for a while. This is almost turning into a decent podcast. Come on, man. This is about to get cohesive. Okay. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to like. Sure, why not? You don't have one, do you? Okay, what is it? IKEA. Okay. I don't think I don't think they even have a cabinet in Sweden, but that's still good though. That's really good actually. I really like that. I really like that. Does Sweden have a presidential cabinet? Yeah, they do. They don't have a president though. They have a prime minister. So it's kind of awkward. Oh, you did say that, didn't you? Did you say that? It's like you didn't say that. Okay. Ah, hell. Breezed? Oh, that's an easy one. Do another one. There's like nothing to talk about there. Do another one. Did you talk about the weather? Did we talk about kites? Oh yeah, we gotta come back to the kite. Dude, we gotta get Ike in here right now. That's a joke, by the way. Don't get Ike in here. Unless you want to. I don't know. Anyways, um, so kites are funny because they're like all lift, you know. We should just design airplanes to be more like kites, because then they wouldn't produce drag or anything like that. It's always windy if you go high enough. That's like how the atmosphere works. Do you mean to tell me that you think that we're spinning at like 2,000 miles an hour or something? I'm not googling it. It's too late for that. You mean to tell me that we're spinning ridiculously fast and like the top of the atmosphere be wouldn't have wind from all the spinning that it's doing up there? Oh. Well, I mean, you need thrust, too. What did you just say? Cherry? Is that the word? I don't really. Like, I don't hate cherry flavored stuff, but I don't normally go for that over anything else. Yeah. Real cherries, though? Honestly? What is it? Say it. Say it. Huh. Average blackmail enjoyer? It's gotta be blackmail. Radical? That's a very good pick. Yeah. I'm honestly kind of mad that I didn't pick that myself, you know? I'll say. Average average proportion enjoyer? You suck at this. Generate a new batch. Yeah. Timber. Right? So, like, blackmail, though. Okay, so if you. What do you think you would be blackmailed for? Yeah. Let's say someone like emails you and they're like, "Hey, I just found out about that illegal thing that you're doing. If you pay me 500 a month, then I won't tell anyone." Then uh they send a smiley face emoji. So what illegal thing are you doing? Piracy? Yeah. I mean, pirates are great. But just just for the sake of this going on the internet forever, like not internet pirates though, like that it is like maybe don't maybe. Anyways, moving away from that before you have a chance to tell people that piracy is awesome or anything like that. Um, okay, roll a new one. Honestly, those last six were lame. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. Absolutely. How do I even what do I make of this even? I'm in a nursery. What? I am. I'm actually live streaming from a preschool right now. You are a grandmother. You're my grandmother. Anyways, weather app lies again. True. Might not be raining in your area. Like raining like light rain in your area. Click here. Got grandmother. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? No. What is it? Alright, roll another one. Is it weird? Okay. Alright. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. Duck. Okay. Did you dodge a projectile? Loser. Okay, so right. Federation. What are your thoughts on that? It sure is. Okay, if you Alright, I'm gonna put you on the spot again. If you could be the head of any if you could create a government organization or association and you're the head of that, what would it be? What would you be doing? So you're America, you're the head of the American blank association. What's in the blank? Obviously. That's a very good choice. I do support bagels. May not be willing to condone piracy online, but I will condone bagels on the internet. Right, and you don't want to be like 1984 by that guy. That's true. You are. I don't think anyone who isn't me actually knows that. I don't think anyone watching this stream would have any reason to know that. True. Entire conversations on other servers. True. Oh hey Eric, what's that DM you just sent me? Oh whoops, sorry, I forgot I was live on the air. Wow, I have 13 mutual friends with you. Actually, I expected more than that, to be honest. You might be stupid. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. We need something actually to talk about. What do talk about? Um, I don't know. It's a good. That is a good question. Yeah, I don't really know if I have a lot of funny stories. I have like funny things that I've done, but none of them are really worth talking about because they'd be like 2 seconds. So you you went to the Renaissance Festival? I think I did know that. They're chicken, right? Emu? Yeah. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I mean, there's cassowaries. They're terrifying. Probably was. Like, cassowaries just look like dinosaurs. They sound like dinosaurs, too. Yeah, I didn't. If you look up, like, an animal, namely, yeah, cassowary, Google will give you, like, a button that will make the sound that the animal makes, and they sound horrendous. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Cassowary. Cassowary. No, like literally just Google cassowary. And it should say like cassowaries, flightless bird, and then have like a speaker button. Yeah, I know, right? You probably have to close the tab, I think. Yeah? As a soundboard? Oh my god. Wait, oh my god, wait, did the stream hear when I played cassowary sound? I'm gonna kill someone if everyone had to listen to cassowary sound effect. I'm gonna commit a crime. It does, yeah, it is recording my audio. Unless it's just recording the audio being made from this screen that I'm recording. But I kind of doubt that. So, like, I think it is just desktop audio. So that sucks. Well, we can check later. You don't know what a shoe bill is? You definitely have. Okay, anyways, what were you about to ask me? Because we gotta get something. We gotta get something up. What was it? Oh, the website I used to find, like, the scores for the Super Bowl, do you mean? Oh, I think I just Googled stuff to talk about on podcast. It was probably the same one that you sent, yeah. Okay, well, we did just hit an hour, like, just now, so I wouldn't blame you if you want to wrap up soon. Do you want to? I love the thought of someone just talking over a song. Be like, are you hearing how beautiful this song is right now? I cannot get over this. Oh my god, that was beautiful just then. And, like, you just can't hear it because he's talking over it the whole time. Right. Stupendous work. You are so right. I love a good ninth chord. Right. We should make a skit on that. There's nothing stopping us. You literally are at my house for like 3 hours a week, every week. So I've got some like cerebral fluids kind of coating it, but nothing that I'm thinking about. No. It says 1 hour 2 minutes for me. So I don't know how we got a 10 minute. Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Um, we could. Oh yeah, you did do that. He did do that, by the way. So that goofy little bop that absolutely no one was listening to before the stream started. Yeah, that was Eric. That was him. The pictures of waffles came from Google though, and it shouldn't be too hard to find Subway Surfer 10-hour loop. Oh, yeah, and I was actually the one playing Subway Surfers for 10 hours straight. That was certainly a night ever. That was an MRI that he took actually. We no right yeah yeah yeah. He's he's very incorporeal like that. Yeah. Ooh. That's like the only word that can be used to describe you. You know, I can hear my parents making dinner, so I think we should probably. Okay, yeah, we should probably wrap it up. You can go now if you need to. I'll wrap it up without you. You should leave like right now. Hey, don't call them that. Don't call. I can't believe that he. Who does he think he is? Thinking to talk to you guys like that. Anyways, I'll be back next week, hopefully. Maybe even with Eric. Maybe he'll be here too. Um, yeah. Stay smart. That's cringe. I'm gonna go now. Sorry about that. Bye. Okay, bye.